Hello again. It is Monday, November 2nd. This is your Async math lesson. All right, everybody. We have been working on using number lines to help us solve number stories. And number stories that have mystery numbers in all different places. So I'm going to pull myself off to the side here. So we were looking at problems that look like this. And I showed you a couple of different things. I'm going to go ahead and cover up. These first two number lines here are basically regular number models. Don't they look like the normal number model where we have two things and then we're getting an answer at the end? Okay, so this one is pretty easy because you just have to go from the beginning and then you think about what you're doing and then you get your answer. So you either add, right? You either add some things on, count on, or hop to the right, or you take away and you hop to the left and you count back. So we kind of know how to deal with these, okay? Now, it's important that we're thinking about that change diagram that we were doing before. So remember, I'm going to pull this one up again, and it shows that number model down there as well. So remember, the first number over here is your starting number. This number over here is your ending number. Whatever you do in the middle is how you are changing it. So this is the action of your story. Think about it that way when we think about like telling stories, right, with Reading Club. We talk about all that action happening. Well, what's going on? Are they getting bigger or are they getting smaller? Did they find some rocks or did they lose some rocks? So think about what that action is in the middle. So when you look at your number model down here, if we were to pull this up a little bit more, and you look at that number model down here at the bottom, remember that that starting number is that first number. The ending number is your ending number. And then this part in the middle, this is that action again. So it's really important to kind of think about how that number model is put together. Because when you start looking for mystery numbers in different places, you got to know what it is you're looking for. Okay, the starting number, the action, or the ending number. So let's go back here again and look at these. So these are pretty straightforward. We know we're just trying to get that ending answer right there. All right, the next two, you will notice here on these two, we are missing that middle number here. So we know what we started with, we know what we ended with, and then we have to think about what that action is. We know we're going from smaller to bigger, so we know we're adding some things on. And then we know here that we're going from bigger to smaller. We see the minus sign, we know we're taking away, so we're getting smaller. So remember, this is the action piece. So when you're thinking about a number story, you got to be reading that story and going, I wonder what the action is here. I wonder what's going on. Are we finding things? Or are we losing things? Are we adding more on, or are we knocking things down? Putting things up or knocking them down? All right, so now when we look at these last ones, and again, these are the ones that are a little trickier. But remember, these are your starting numbers, these are your ending numbers, and again, these are your actions. So you got to think about those actions. This is really super important. So today, what we are going to do is we are going to look at a variety of number stories. And we're going to try to find the number story that's matching the way the number model is set up. So remember, we've set these up and we have blank lines in different places. So we're going to read some stories and try to figure out which one is matching the number model. So here we go. I've got a couple of these to show you. We're going to look at the first one here. We did something like this already, but it was with really simple stories. Okay, and so we're going to read this one together now. Now let's first look at what our number model is showing us. Let's think about this number model first. I know that we're missing the beginning number. So I need to be looking for a story problem, a number story that has the beginning part missing, right? And the question should be asking us, how much did we have at the beginning? We know that we're adding 5, so this is the action. So we either found 5 of something, or we added 5 of something, or we put some 5 more up. You see what I'm saying? We got to be adding 5 more. And then we have a total of 12. So altogether, we have 12. So we need to be thinking about all those special words. Think about how this is set up. All right, here we go. We're going to check the box, and I just realized I don't have this in a sleeve, so let me do that real quick. So here we go. All right, so remember, we're looking for the one that's asking for that starting number. We should have 5 things being added, and we should have a total of 12. Okay, here we go. On her way to school, Lily picked 5 flowers. On her way home, she picked 12 flowers. How many flowers did she pick in all? So this one's telling us here that Lily picked 5 flowers at the beginning, and then she picked 12 flowers again. So we should be adding 12 on, and we should be starting with 5. I don't think that that matches, because this is starting with a question mark, right? And 12 should be the total. So I don't think that one matches. All right, let's look at the next one. On her way to school, Lily picked 12 flowers. On her way home, she lost 5 of them. How many does she have left? Oh my gosh, she lost 5. Lost 5 would be a -5, wouldn't it? So I know that one does not match, right? Plus, it says that she picked 12 flowers at the beginning. She didn't pick 12 flowers at the beginning. All right, so I don't think it's that one either. Now remember, good mathematicians always read through. Even if they think that this might be the answer, you always read through it to make sure, okay? On her way to school, Lily picked some flowers. Ooh, some flowers. I think we might be right. On her way home, she picked 5 more. Ooh, more means we're getting more. That means adding, right? She now has 12 flowers. Ooh, now at the end, she has 12 flowers. How many flowers did she pick on the way to school? So that was on the way to school at the beginning. So that one definitely was asking us about this. So I am very confident that it should be that one. All right, let's quickly solve this now. Let's quickly solve this. Now that we figured out what the story is. All right, so it's asking us how many flowers did she pick on the way to school? We know she picked some. And then on her way home, she picked 5 more. And now she has 12. All right, we got all those little pieces identified. All right, let's look here. I'm going to grab my smaller marker. All right, so we don't know where she started, but we do know where she ended. All right, put our little dot there. Now we know that she added 5 to get there, right? So we have to go backward to go back to the beginning. So instead of the +5, we're going to do -5. So we have to go left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see if that makes sense. 7 plus 5 equals 12. 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're right. Okay, good one, everybody. Let's look at the last one here. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can see it a little bit better. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll go in like this. Okay, and then I can zoom in a little bit more. So we do need to see it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see which one fits here. Now, looking at the number model first, we're starting with a big number, 15. We -9, so we have to lose something or take something away. So, and we're taking away 9 of them. And then we don't know how many are left over. So we're looking for a question that's asking how many are left. So we started with 15 and we lost or took away or popped the balloons or we broke something 9 times. Okay, let's see. Rob collected 15 leaves on his hike. Ooh, that could be it. 15 leaves. On his way home, he found 9 more. How many leaves did he find in all? Uh-oh, he found 9 more. That means we should have a plus sign right there. I don't think this is the one. I don't think so. Let's look at the next one. Rob collected 15 leaves on his hike. On his way home, he lost 9 of them. How many leaves does he have left now? Ooh, that one might be. He collected 15 leaves on his hike. He collected 15 on his hike. On his way home, he lost 9. Lost 9, right? Minus means something went away. How many leaves does he have left now? Ooh, I think that might be it. I'm pretty sure this is it, but I'm not going to mark it yet because we're going to always make sure we read all the options. Here we go. Rob collected 15 leaves on his hike. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's it. On his way home, he lost some of them. Oh, so he lost some. So this should be a question mark. And it's not a question mark. Now he has 9 left. That would mean 9 was over here if he had 9 left. So it's not that one. We know that it's got to be this one, right? All right, so how many leaves does he have left now? We know that he collected 15 leaves on his hike. We know that he lost 9. All right, that's what we've got. Let's go ahead and solve it. All right, so solving it, we know the starting number. So we know he started at 15, and we know we have to take away 9. So we need to go this way 9 hops. That's an easy one, isn't it? Here we go. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He landed at 6. So how many leaves did he have left? He had 6 leaves. Oh, I like to put my unit on there sometimes. I didn't do it on the other one, but that's okay. All right, I think we did a pretty good job finding the story, making sure that that story matches. All right, so now today, this last part, you have a paper in your baggie, the second baggie that I gave you, that looks like this. I'm going to show it to you under the dot camera. All right, it looks like this where you have some number lines with some blank lines below it. All right, so our job here today is going to be to make up a number story, okay? And we need to make sure that it matches the number model that we have up here. And then once we make up the story, we need to solve it, just like we did. We just found the right one and then we solved it. So we're going to write a number story and then we're going to solve it. I'm going to do this one with you, and then you have to come up with a story for this one, okay? And then we're going to do the other side another day. So the side I want us to work on here is the one that has the 3 plus blank equals 9. And then the 11 minus 8 equals blank line. So make sure that you have the right side, and let's put our name on the front so that we don't forget what side we're doing, and make it really small up here. I'm going to put my name, Mrs. G, Mrs. Graham, put the date 11-2-20, put your number in the corner, and circle. Okay, make sure you have enough room to do all your hopping up here. Don't write your name too big. All right, so we're going to write our first number story together. Now, let's think about what we need here, and I'm probably going to have to do this in a second video. I was hoping to get done in one, but I'm not going to get done. So we know that we start with 3. We know we have to add some, because that's a question mark right there. We have to add some, and we have to end up with 9. Okay, so let's think about our story. I'm just going to pick a name. Let's just pick, I don't know. Let's just pick Zoe. I'll just pick Zoe as my name. Now, Zoe is going to her friend's house, okay? And she's going to take 3 dolls with her to her friend's house. So Zoe, I'm going to say Zoe, you guys copy this with me. Zoe took 3 dolls to her friend's, I got to do an apostrophe S because it's the house that belongs to her friend's house. Period. All right, I think that works for the first part, right? I'll see you in the next video because I'm just about out of time. But I think that works for the number 3, right? All right, I'll see you soon.